Voters have a choice of 5 contenders. The frontrunner is Sheikh Salman. He's from Bahrain and he's the head of Asian football. He's been a member of FIFA's ruling executive committee since 2013, and he's the one that bookmakers think will win. His big idea? Well, it's to split FIFA in 2. A business side would deal with the commercial issues and handle all the money. A football side will deal with, well, the football, organising the World Cup and promoting the development of the sport. Why? Well, it's to stop executives making self-interested decisions and has been seen recently putting their hand in FIFA's piggy bank. But Sheikh Salman's not without his issues. He's been accused of human rights abuses connected to pro-democracy demonstrations in Bahrain 4 years ago. The uprising was part of the Arab Spring and it was brutally suppressed. Specifically, Sheikh Salman's accused of heading a committee which identified athletes and footballers who took part in the demos. Now, he says the committee was never formally constituted, and he strongly denies the claims.
These are false, nasty lies that has been repeated again and again. People are talking about a committee, about identifying players, etc. Do you think that people will need to identify a national team player? Do I need to get involved in that? It's like asking the FA or the chair of the FA to come and, okay, please, can you identify David Beckham or Steven Gerrard?
So Salman may be out in front, but this man, Gianni Infantino, well, he's catching up fast. In fact, he has big momentum and he believes he can win. He's one of the leading figures at UEFA, the European Confederation, and he's positioning himself, well, as someone the world can trust.
First of all, if somebody has stolen money, he has to go to jail. That's for me very clear, so I applaud all those investigations by public authorities who are acting in this respect. When it comes to the running of football, however, this is our job. We have to do it. We have to show that we can deserve it.
Infantino only looked to stand in this election after his boss, Michel Platini, was charged by FIFA's ethics committee. That was for taking £1.3 million from Sepp Blatter. Platini says he earned the money, it's legitimate, but they've both now been banned for 8 years. He's appealing against the decision. Infantino has support from Europe and South America. A big part of his pitch is to expand the World Cup to 40 teams, ensuring more smaller nations can participate, and ultimately he thinks he can turn FIFA around. But critics say he's Platini's man, and also point to his plans to massively expand FIFA's development programme. They question where the money will come from, and if his sums add up. Next up, it's Prince Ali bin Al Hussein. He's the brother of the King of Jordan. He's a former FIFA executive, and he thinks this election is the organisation's last chance to get it right. Now, Ali knows all about fighting FIFA elections. He stood against Sepp Blatter last May, but lost, despite getting significant backing from Europe. This time around, he thinks it's different, and he can win.
I think it's the last chance to save the organisation and to get it back in the right shape. And then to focus on what my real goal is, which is total development of football around the world.
This time, Europe are backing Gianni Infantino's candidacy. Ali insists he can still win, but many point to the fact that Salman has the support of Ali's home continent. A more realistic role may see him play kingmaker, if the vote is close between Salman and Infantino after the first round of polling. On policy, he wants to quadruple the amount FIFA's member associations receive, believing it will increase their sustainability. He also wants the money properly accounted for. The next candidate is Tokyo Sexwale. Now, he's a former political prisoner who spent time in jail with Nelson Mandela during South Africa's apartheid era. He's a big mate of Sepp Blatter, and he's currently FIFA's envoy to Israel and Palestine. He wants to make a difference, but he failed to get the support of Africa's football leaders, and he's been criticised for running a lacklustre campaign. Now, that's led many to question if he'll even make it to the finish line. The final candidate is Jerome Champagne. The Frenchman believes he can do better than many people expect. He's a former advisor to Sepp Blatter, but he was forced out of FIFA by executives after a series of disagreements. His knowledge of world football and its power brokers, well, it's beyond doubt. But turning that into votes, well, that could be the tricky part. He's defended Sepp Blatter's record in the past, and that's left many to question how close he is to the deposed FIFA president. But Champagne insists Blatter did many good things, such as making sure smaller nations were well financed and protected, especially given the huge wealth and power in European football. Large sections of the vote have already been divided up along national and regional lines, so the swing states of the Caribbean will be crucial. It's no wonder that candidates have spent so much time there wooing voters. With the vote just over 10 days away, the candidates are now going all out to secure backing as they attempt to be crowned the leader of world football.